This is N2LEM with another quick video clip. This is the Ten Tec Orion II, and we're about to change the memory battery. So for this project, you have to start, you have to take the top and bottom covers off. On each side of the radio, there are two Phillips number 2 screws. Then once you remove the two from each side, you spin the radio around and you have to take off the little Torx 10 screws that hold the covers on, and there are about, I don't know, maybe 20 of them. Once you do that, you remove the top and bottom cover, and then you need to remove, you need to be able to at least drop the front panel. And the front panel, there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. You got 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 2 on each side. There's a total of 10, and I use a number 1 Phillips for that. So you need a number 2 Phillips, a number 1 Phillips, and a T10 Torx bit to remove those back screws. Now once you do that, you very gently slide the panel off. You're going to have to lift up this so this board right here, when you slide, doesn't rub against here. And as you could see, you could if I bring down the panel, the battery is right here. This is the original battery. That's right. I guess it's right on the, it's actually on a panel, a control board that's mounted right to the back of the front panel. You could see some of the wires are already just, I'm not going to take anything apart, but here is the replacement battery. Ordered from Amazon. I think it was like, I don't know, maybe $10. M4T28-BR12SH1. Detachable L. So, I'm going to open this up to take a look to see what the pin configuration is. I'm sure that this could probably just, you could probably lift that out with an EEPROM puller, which is what I'm probably going to end up using. And we'll get back to you. This is N2LEN with the battery replacement for the Ten Tec Orion II. This is N2LEN with a follow-up to replacing the battery on the Ten Tec Orion II. Here is the replacement battery, and let me show you what it looks like when you spin it over. There you go. So it's 4 pins. Okay. And let's see if it shows the. It does. So it actually is mounted with the dot facing to the right of the radio. So if we zoom out here, the dot is actually facing this way. Let me see if you can get in there. You could see it. Okay, we'll get back to you. Okay, this is N2LEN. What I did was, this is a continuation of removing the battery. I just took a flat number 1 flat-bladed screwdriver and I actually stuck it in here and I lifted forward, and you could see it just actually popped off. So I'm going to remove the other side the same way and just snap in the battery. You just want to make sure that you put the new battery in the correct way. We'll be back. This is N2LEN with another quick video clip. Here is the socket for where the battery removes, and this actually is going to go right back in its spot. So there you go. U501 is what's marked on the board, and that's what it looks like. We'll get right back to you. Okay, this is N2LEN with another quick video clip of the new battery installed. It just literally snapped right in, and I just used my fingers. I actually put this side in first and then just literally snapped it down, and it went right into place. So that's the new replacement battery in the correct direction. So you can see, we're going to put everything right back together. N2LEN out. Okay, this is N2LEN with a final video clip of the installation and replacement of the memory battery. Okay, I just re-screwed on the 10 screws, #1 Phillips head. You could see them there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 on the bottom and 2 on the sides. I just actually took the radio inside before I put the top and bottom covers back on it. Let you know exactly what happened when I powered it up. What gives you the incentive to change the battery, what's going to happen is when the battery becomes weak and dead, and hopefully your problem is the battery, you're going to notice that when you power up the radio, it's going to constantly do a master reset and then ask if the RX 366 is installed, and you're going to lose memory. What happened was I brought it inside, I plugged in the DC power cable, turned on the power supply, powered it up. It did a master reset. I selected no, I don't have the 366, and then it just basically turned on. And then I shut it off and turned it back on, and it did not go to the master reset screen. It just literally, the display came on, and then of course, you know, the power cycle is that the meter light comes on afterwards, and then it booted up normally and went right to 160, which is where I left it after the first test. So it takes 2 power cycles. One, it's going to reset, and then you select if you have the RX 366 installed or not, and then it boots up. Switch bands, get it to 160, power cycle it again, shut it off, power it on, and on the second power cycle, it skipped through the master reset process, and everything seems like it's working fine. So the battery memory circuit is now getting its voltage in order to keep the memory. And that's basically it. Top and bottom covers, remember it's the, you're going to have 2 #2 screws on the side, 2 Phillips head screws, #2 Phillips go on the side, and then you have, I think, about 10 of these small little Torx T10 bit for the back cover, and then you're all done. So that's it. Once again, the battery, the replacement battery was purchased on Amazon.com. I actually have another one coming because I have a second Orion II that I'm going to change the battery out. So, I mean, basically, it's a little labor intensive as far as just screws and stuff, but, I mean, anybody could really do the battery change. So if you feel like it's a little overwhelming, it's really not. And hopefully this video, I'm going to put all the videos together, all the little clips together. But it's pretty straightforward. Once you pull off the top and bottom cover and you gently bring the panel out. And remember, when you slide, after you have all the screws out and you bring out the front panel, you want to make sure that you do it off the edge of a table gently, and you want to lift up the chassis because there's a board right here and it's going to slide, and you don't want to. And same thing when you edge it in, you just want to make sure that you put it in on the right angle, and then drop in like the corner screws on the top so it stays in, and then you could spin it. What I did was I put the 4 screws on the top of the top bezel first, then I spun it around, I did the bottom 4 screws, and then I finished up with the 2 side screws. There is a center plug, 2-pin plug right in the center here that got a little bit wobbled. It was sitting sideways, so remember when you gently bring it forward to recheck that 2-pin white plug right in the center behind the display. You'll see it. All the other connectors that are behind the display will look like they were pretty well seated, and they're much larger size drop-in, snap-in, the standard Ten Tec snap-in Molex plug type. So good luck. Hope this helped out. This is N2LEN. We're saying best 7-3. Be well and stay safe. November 2020. Catch you later. Bye-bye.